Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So a while ago, I made a video regarding my opinions or my concern when it comes to surrogacy. So my issue was what surrogacy used to be used for, what the purpose of it was. It has evolved into a completely different thing, and now it's become so ridiculous and it makes no sense because it used to be like if you cannot have a child and you're having some issues, like your last resort, your very last resort, your only option. You know, you ask a sister, your sister will carry your baby or whatever. Now it's become so transactional and everybody, it's like wombs for hire. Like literally that's what it's turned into. I use the examples of Chrissy Teigen, Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian. All these people already had children. They just wanted more. And they went and ordered a womb for hire so that they can, have more children without so much thinking about how it could potentially affect the child, since nobody seems to care that could be a thing. You yank a baby out of the woman's hoo-ha, you just take it into another room, never to see their mom again. And it's just so ridiculous. And I thought, this was the worst of it. And I stumbled upon this situation on Twitter or X, this picture right here of what looks to be a newborn baby. This guy took his shirt off, doing quote unquote skin to skin, acting like he just birthed the child. I'm not understanding. And I guess that's the partner standing next to him. And it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. If procreation was something you wanted, if you wanted to have children in this world, that's not the direction that you would have taken with your life. Now, y'all are just out here buying wombs and buying children. Legalize gay marriage, they said. People just want to love whoever they want to love. No, it never just stops at that. I'm at a loss for words. I can't even. I don't have a lot that I can say on here, so I'm just gonna read the comments for y'all. So this guy who posted the picture, he wrote, "I'm told no money changed hands in this particular case. That doesn't change a thing. This child was designed to be brought into the world with no intention of having her mother. This isn't adoption, it's surrogacy. It's vile and selfish and harmful to the baby." That's what he had to say, which I'm not disagreeing with. And somebody replied saying, "Millions of people grew up without a mom or without a dad. We do just fine, thanks." I'm assuming that's an adopted kid or a baby for sale that is talking right now. Maybe start preaching about the parents who walk out on their kids. They need a voice more than the kids who are loved and cherished by these parents. Now, here's a problem that I have with people. Whenever we're talking about the natural order of things, they always have to throw in there the exception. The majority of heterosexual couples who have children, the mom or the dad don't walk out on the kid or kids. It's usually very few of them that do that. But whenever you talk about the natural order of things, where a male and a female get together and have a baby and they're supposed to have a family and raise that baby together, that's the natural order of things. Whenever you talk about that, there is somebody who always wants to bring up the exception. The very few people who are not able or who have decided to walk out on their child or children are not the majority. They're not the rule. They're the exception. So stop doing that. You know exactly what he's talking about, but instead you want to bring out the exception just to make a point. You don't have a point. Sit down. To which he replied, "Please see the second sentence in my post," which he was saying this child was designed to be brought into the world with no intention of having her mother. So it's not like the mother, walked out. It was transactional before the child was even born. Someone else said, "I disagree. My daughter was adopted from birth and she's doing quite fine. Her birth mother was drinking and doing while she was pregnant." Again, somebody who also wants to bring up the exception. Drinking and doing, Coca-Cola while she was pregnant is not what every single pregnant mother does. So can we stop bringing up the exception to make an argument? Thank you very much. Somebody said, why does the guy have his shirt off? I don't understand. I don't know. Stupidity. Someone else said, surrogacy is illegal in most countries. It needs to be illegal here. It is human trafficking. If people cannot have children, so be it. Life isn't about getting everything you want, and having children is not a human right. Exactly. I will say I could understand, what one must experience if you try to have children and you cannot have them or whatever. But it's when you choose the route that cannot produce children and then you decide, okay, I'm just going to go buy one. It's just so ridiculous. The womb for rent needs to be investigated. We have to tighten the rope. Why are you renting out this womb? If you decided you have an egg, you have eggs and you're going to get with somebody else who has eggs as well, then you're not looking to have a baby. If you have sperm and you decide that you're going to get with somebody who also has sperm, then you don't want a baby. You should not qualify to be out here renting out a womb. And if you already have children and you want more, you should not qualify to rent a womb. I think we are doing these children a disservice by just renting a womb to everybody and anybody who can afford to rent one. It's ridiculous. Somebody else says, so is shirtless guy the mom? Pathetic how he's acting like he just gave birth. It's like they're trying to prove a point. Somebody said, redefining marriage to include anything other than a union between a man and a woman was inevitably going to result in this. This sentiment was incorrectly referred to as slippery slope fallacy. Reasonable predictions have nothing to do with slippery slopes. Exactly. The reason why it was designed for a man to get with a woman is so that they can produce children together. And now I know someone's going to be like, what about the people who get together and can't have children? That is an exception. They were supposed to be able to have children. That is an exception, not the rule. Something is wrong with one of them. Something happened to one of them, and that is why they're not able to produce children if they're in a heterosexual relationship. Somebody asked, is this shirtless bearded man under the blanket cosplaying a mother recovering from childbirth? Yes, it would appear so. It would appear so. Someone else said, what bugs me is how they pretend and act like a woman who just gave birth. It's cringe and unnatural. I so agree. Someone said using a surrogate to get a baby is one thing, but what's with the pantomime photo op? As if the man had delivered a baby. Nothing about this looks right. Nothing about this looks right at all. This womb for rent is a problem. We need to vet why people need to rent a womb. I'm getting a little more upset. So this is the last comment that I'll read. Someone else said, these pictures of man pretending to be in a hospital bed after the birth is just another case of appropriating womanhood. There is a reason we are in a hospital bed. Stop with the woman face. You did not give birth. You did not give birth. You rented a womb. You cooked a baby in there. The baby is born. Take your baby and get out of the hospital. Why you gotta climb into a bed and take a picture to make it look like you just gave birth? Even when people that are in heterosexual relationships cannot have children and they rent a womb and the women do things like that, I'm always side-eyeing them why you didn't give birth. You rented a womb to get a child. You got the child, get your child and go home. Why are you trying to climb in the hospital bed for what? Even with a woman, it looks weird. So it's even weirder. We're just looking at just two dudes. You didn't give birth while you're in the hospital bed. Don't do that. I don't know. We need to do better. Like I said, we have to vet these people. When it should be a little bit tighter. It should be a little bit tighter to be able to rent a womb. And the people that are out here renting their womb, we have to also find out why they're doing it. Why are you renting out your womb? This is getting to be too much. This is too much. Too much of anything is not good, people. We have way too much access to anything and everything that we want. To the point where people are changing themselves into dogs. It's ridiculous. People are spending lots and lots of money on surgery to be canines. It's just ridiculous. Like, what is wrong with us? We need to do better. Anyways, let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. And please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next one. But until then, I hope to see you in the comment section. Bye.